Hey everybody, I want to thank you guys for joining in to Let's Talk Anything and Everything with Rel.
And Wayne.
And today, our guest today, her name is Maya, and we're going to discuss a few topics that we came up with a little bit before the show, but I think they were very interesting topics. So for our first topic today, let's see, which one do I want to choose first?
Come on, bro.
All right, what are the pros and cons of entrepreneurship?
The pros and cons. Okay, so I would say the pros would be um like you're doing something every day that's fruitful versus just going to a 9 to 5. Like you're building your dream. You can put your passion into it, you can put your creativity into it. It's what you make it. But the cons I would say would be like kind of like the downside people don't see, like the slow moments or when things aren't going out as planned or when you're not profiting what you thought you were, or like you can make $1,000 in one day and then you can make nothing in like a week. So like those are the cons people don't really glorify, I feel.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like she hit everything on the head for the most part, except for like dealing with clients.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Well, honestly, clients they're bad depending on what you're actually doing, but for the most part, what I've basically dealt with all the time, the clients weren't really the issue. It's your staff. Them,
Now that's another.
so you start having flashbacks. You start thinking like, damn.
Because it's nothing more frustrating than when you work with people and they just won't get with the program. They just make everything much more harder than what it needs to be. And it's like, you know what your job is, you know what your expectation is. What's the issue?
Like my hardest, I think my my hardest thing I had when I had my restaurant was, you heard that saying, if you do something every day, you're bound to get better. That's bullshit. Motherfuckers got worse.
Yeah.
No, especially because they're super, super entitled. It's really weird because like everything will usually go good to set up conversation, and then like use for me in my field, getting there, a whole bunch of stuff changes. They're expecting me to do it regardless of like what we agreed, and that becomes a whole thing. Or if trying to expect me to figure something out that wasn't expected, or wanted me to go past time. That's a big one. Wanted me to go past time.
I think it's like a disconnect too when it comes to like staff and clientele, and then when you're like working versus when you're the boss and you're the owner.
Yeah.
And like the things you have to deal with versus,
people you have to blow down on sometimes. Oh yeah, because
everything.
I mean, you worked in the restaurant business. That's different.
Oh yeah,
that's mad different.
I think I wanted to fire you a couple times.
I'm sure you did. I'm sure you did.
Yeah, I'm on my way. The next day, man, I just made it. Really weren't. So
my bad.
I was in there. So one day, literally, bartenders called off. No servers, no dishwasher, no cooks. I walk in there. There's people at the door, and it's just me. I have two options: don't make no money, lose out. You have about 25 people at the door. So what are you gonna do?
Gotta get to work.
I cut the lights off. I went straight home. I didn't even look back.
Man.
I mean, yeah, because you don't even have anybody to watch the front. That's gonna be impossible. Once you start cooking, you can't leave.
So when I used to open up for lunch, it was easier. Okay, I knew at one point in time, the most I'll have was probably like 8, 9 customers at one time. So okay, in the mornings it was cool. It was just strictly basically lunch. That means I make short so it's quick and efficient, and I can get everything out of it. So I had no problem if I had people sitting in there waiting up front for me because I'm back and forth. I'm making a cocktail if they want drinks, and then I'm going back to the back to do my little 1-2 or whatever. But like I've done that, and I've actually wound up having about the most was like 45 people. But luckily they called in advance, so I had everything just already ready to go. Boxes they just ate it when they got there. That was cool, but the way people order at nighttime, because they drink a lot more. I don't see a lot of people that come to it unless they're like really, 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 on the older side.
Mm-hmm.
They don't come into the restaurant drinking, getting drunk early. So when it hits 11 o'clock, they're not. Let me get a double with that, and make me a long island for the side. 'Cause I need something to wash down this liquor with. I'm like, but in the afternoon, it's like, I need a lemon drop, I need a margarita, I need a Manhattan.
Especially when it hit 3 o'clock, happy hour.
Then they'd be ordering mad food at that point.
Yeah,
all the little appetizers.
That's why I left. I knew what they was about to do to me. I said, I'm not about to let y'all take advantage of me. I'm not a little boy.
No, I had an event one time I could cancel, and it was a brunch style dinner, like themed event. So on top of setting up for the event, getting the decorations, making sure the host is there, DJs there, door person's there, bartenders there, the liquor's there, gift bags there. I had to cook.
Ooh.
And I had to serve. We sold 52 tickets.
So you was cooking.
You
were
cooking.
I was in there.
How many?
Flipping
how much stuff do you do?
I do everything.
But like
I do photography, I do events, I do marketing, I've done everything.
Oh, you just be grinding.
I was in finance for a minute. I'm studying real estate right now, so
it made me feel like I'm not doing nothing.
Real estate's the only thing I think I can't actually get into because I don't have the patience for it. You have to be patient with that.
Yeah, like in growing it. Yeah, because it's all about networking.
That's what I like with right now. When I do catering events, I already know. Even if they want me to find somebody to decorate, if I don't have the time to do it myself, I have people to do that part for me. So just like with anything to do with real estate, I'll find a real estate agent and I'll just be the backer. Like, okay, I'll buy this, and this. I don't want these properties. Buy these, fix them up. Best fixing them, and then I need y'all to push these. But other than
that's
that,
smart.
So you're like the investor. Like I'll invest in whatever it is and do
depending on what it is. Yeah, depending on what it is. Because if it's cooking, I don't trust a lot of people to cook.
Yeah.
He honestly likes to be behind the scenes more often than those less people.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of investors kind of do like to be behind the scenes, and they just like to call the shots and have people run.
It's easier that way, but unfortunately, it doesn't always work out that way. I did good, so we were open for 10 plus years. The first 6 years, you never knew who I was unless I personally came out and talked to you, and that had to be on the earlier side. So a lot of the old school cats and then the younger cats that would come to do a stop by to get some food before they came back for whatever the kick was going to be later that night, I would talk to them. So I knew a lot of people, but if you didn't catch me, you didn't know who I was. I stayed in the kitchen or in my office downstairs. It's like, I'm not talking to these people. It's too many people. But then, in this location, I was forced to basically
come out more.
So I started promoting all the events, making flyers, coming up with the events, linking the liquor reps with my company, getting them all together, seeing what promos they can give me. I was doing basically, I think I played every position in the restaurant.
Yeah,
you did.
I would say, because I've been in all industries, from like restaurant industry, photography industry, modeling. Like I've done quite a lot, and I would say the restaurant industry is the hardest industry I've ever had to work in. Because it's very physical, it's mental, it's stressful. It's just a lot. It's a lot that goes into it.
See, I'm just being quiet because I'm new to the whole thing. Like I've only been doing it for 2 years, so I have less. And for me, because I'm a photographer, I don't really have people working underneath me. It's all my stuff. I have learned the power of networking, though. Networking is super important. Things don't really get done with networking.
So with you just deal with the clientele, the annoying clientele, picky clientele. Because photography, man,
it's annoying. It is. They forget that they're not taking a picture on a camera phone. So they assume it's gonna be like it's.
And they I deal with a lot of can you do this and take this out and put this in and reconstruct.
The one job I had, I've only had one bad job. The chick was doing what was it, a beauty contest?
Yeah, type of beauty, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, I forgot what they're called, but she needed headshots.
Pageant.
Yeah, beauty pageant.
Okay.
She needed headshots, so she called me, and I'd already given her like for a 3-hour shoot. I only charged her 170 something because she needed different. She needed different outfits, but she was a homegirl, so I was like, "Oh,
okay, you looked out."
Yeah, I regret that.
Yeah,
she became a monster because, like, so we had a thing. We agreed on what we were doing beforehand, and then during the photo shoot, she was like, "Hey, I want more angle, like more upward angle." The problem with that was, so we were shooting with, I didn't have a backdrop, so I just brought a sheet and taped it to the wall.
So the sheet was like a cutoff?
Yeah, but with tape. Like there was tape at the edges.
So yeah, you had to improvise.
Yeah. Well, no, I told her, I was like, hey, this is going to be, like, it'll get these.
Mm-hmm.
I can edit that out, but like, that'll be extra. She's like, oh, I'll only do like 1 or 2. And I was like, all right, well, if that's, because it's a simple edit. So I was like, I'll do you a favor. And
she
then
wanted you to get up there and get creative with it and stuff, and get on the knee and do the little tilt.
He had called me. He was like this, and this motherfucker getting on my nerves, man. I said, what's wrong? And she keep flipping and changing and doing stupid shit. And I'm telling her, look, I'm already giving you a deal. And then she got mad because she got mad at you about something. And he was like this. I'd say fuck all her shit and just delete it.
It'd be like
yeah. Well, because like so she. What, like, the photo shoot itself went kind of fine. I was annoyed at some of the changes, but then, so like, afterwards, she was like, okay, I need these edits done on like these 50 photos. And I was like,
sheesh.
I had already, okay, so because she had said she needed 10 photos per outfit. I had already chosen the 10, but she wanted to see the raws. So I was like, I'll just send you the raws, and here are the ones I'm choosing. She's like, well, no, I want these. And I was like, these aren't better. Yeah, these aren't, this isn't what you asked for.
Yeah.
But they weren't.
So she didn't know what she wanted, period.
No. But all the edits she needed.
She know what she didn't want. And those are the tricky clients.
Honestly, you have to kind of like steer them to what you have to basically make it seem as if they're making all the choices. So it seems, it did feel a lot better. Like when I filmed a couple music videos, and their ideals, I'm not gonna lie, the whole video concept they had was trash. It's your typical standard. This is my first time doing this. Let's just have all my homies, all the niggas surrounded by each other, and then there'll be one car that I'm the only one with a nice car.
Yeah.
And they're gonna keep coming by with the camera, facing me, the crowd. And I'm like, this is gonna be an ass video. And he got salty, like, yo, no, my people say this is gonna be fire. I said, do your people do photography, videography? Do they do any type of directing in which way, shape, or form? No. I said, well, then they don't know what they're talking about. That's gonna be an ass video. I said, so tell me what your idea is. He said, so I was gonna have some money in my hand. I said, I think these ideas was yours. He just looked at me like, do you want me not to hire you? I said, you already signed the contract. We're together now, so that's what we gonna do. He was like, I'll never hire you again. I said, you will when we get done. You're just upset. I'm telling you,
don't see the vision.
The honest truth. I said, so we're gonna do this, and I shot everything backwards. So in his head, he was looking for like how it's gonna be straightforward, but I did it backwards on purpose. I knew exactly what I was doing. I just don't see your vision. And I actually gave him the video. Let him see it. It took me about a week to edit the video, and I actually sent it out to the special effects thing. But when I got back, I was like, this is the video. I pressed play. He was watching like, oh, and we shot that last. I said, just relax, just watch it. Watch. You're gonna see the reason why I told you what you had in mind was horrible. Because you got to be out of the box. You can't think like everybody else. When I say, he was like, hey, I want to hire you, but at that time I'm like, I'll be tired from doing video live right now. But the song was trash. I'm not even gonna lie. The song was trash. But he had a fire video. So that's all that mattered.
I will say that is something I also don't like is when they hire you, but then they question.
Yeah.
Like,
I think it's got to be like a mutual standpoint. When I work with clients, it's like, what do you want? Okay, how can we make it better? Because I think they're so lost in direction. They're just like, oh, I want it to look like this, what I seen over here. They're not really thinking too much into like the process of how you make it happen.
Mhm.
So I think we pretty much touched most of everything on entrepreneurship and the goods and bads, pros and cons. So we're gonna take a quick intermission, and then we're gonna be back with our next topic. So you guys, sure. Everybody, welcome back. So let's talk anything and everything with Rel
And Wayne.
and our guest Maya. So, so we're gonna, our next topic we're gonna speak on is what are your top superpowers, and which superpower would you choose?
Okay. So I would say I was just watching this show.
You're not allowed to have any type of mind reading because that'd be illegal. Because no female should ever be able to read a man's mind.
Oh, absolutely
I already do,
not.
honestly.
Absolutely not.
It's an intuition thing.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all already got that.
Yeah.
Y'all need direct
So don't
action.
cheat.
Yeah.
I would say shooting fire in some form of way. Being invisible.
So wait. So what would be the reason you want to be able to go invisible?
Okay,
don't say nothing freaky.
For many reasons. Like, I want to hear what people talking shit. I just want to be there. I want to mess with people.
See, that's why we took away mine because she said, I'm still going to.
Some way, somehow,
I'm going to get that info.
What did I say? I said
flames.
Fire. Teleport for sure.
That's my.
It's too dope.
I know.
Probably some like electrocution type thing.
Oh, she said torture.
Yeah,
that's what she.
Like,
hey, as long as you do it lightly, I will blush.
And I'm popping up to the scene like you cannot fuck with me. I want the power that you just cannot beat me. Like I'll shoot some flames or something. You can't even get near me. Oh,
so you want to be one of those overpowered
characters. Dark Phoenix type.
Yeah.
Like if you try to throw somebody at me, I could be like.
So you a villain? You're a whole
probably
villain.
Would be a villain. Is that a villain power?
Yeah, that sounds like villain behavior.
And then the reasoning behind it,
yeah,
like, you want to do some crime.
For sure, I probably will. I'm definitely not saving people.
I mean, same. I wouldn't be.
Well, think about it. Honestly, why would you want to be a superhero when superheroes get their ass whooped and they got to be nice to the villains? I'm just gonna lock you
and nice
up.
to people. The people be going against them all the time.
Because honestly, one of the best super villains to me is the Joker. He's killed, he's stealed, and he's destroyed multiple lives. And
just because he can.
He just get locked up into a jail cell, and is out in 4 or 5 days to cause more havoc.
Yeah, I'm surprised he never got the death penalty for real.
He's
all the
insane.
shit he's done. I don't care how insane you are, bro. Wait.
So what superpower would you guys have? Like if you have to choose one superpower.
I'd have to go teleportation.
That was my fucking power. You fucking cheat.
I'll switch, I guess.
No. It's cool. I'm thinking of another one right now. Don't worry about it.
But what's better than it though?
I feel like I would like to grab things off of an image and make it real.
That's kind of fire.
Like if I'm hungry, right?
Yeah.
And that Domino's commercial come on, and I can just pull it out the TV, and we got Domino's.
So you want to cause a whole worldwide panic when the box disappears on national TV?
I think that's the most practical thing I've ever heard. To be honest,
yeah.
It could be money, whatever it is that you see on a picture.
She's just gonna have a scrapbook of pictures for whatever she needs.
Pull it out.
Yeah.
Boom, it's right
Bucky, that was $1 million in that. Squeak up.
Yeah.
That's
whole
smart.
dinner. KFC commercial, come on.
You know what? I am kind of hungry. Boop. Yeah, I can't think of anything better, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm rethinking my teleportation. Yeah, no, that's the most practical thing I ever heard.
I'm not gonna lie, I've been thinking about that since childhood. Like, if I could just
that's just that's the inner fat back activity going on in your brain.
I'm definitely like big back activities. I'm all for that.
I feel like everybody is for real.
When I leave here, that's the first thing.
If you don't like food, I don't trust you.
Well, I eat to only live.
You're a chef. That's different. Like you cook so much, you
Yeah, you
really
probably don't even get hungry.
yeah.
You can smelt it all the whole time.
Just give me a bag of chips. I'm good for the night.
Yeah.
For anybody else, if you're not trying to eat, I'm not really fucking with you. Can't trust you. What about you? What was your
Superpower be?
yeah.
So I'm debating between speed and strength.
What kind of speed though? Like scaling wise.
Speed on all aspects, going faster than the speed of light.
Slowing down time.
Thought about that one too.
That one's fire.
Speed of light.
I still
falls
think
into
weather
that.
too.
Yeah.
I feel like weather would be one of the most convenient.
Weather's convenient, yes, but weather has a lot of downsides. If you can only control rain, sleet, hail, snow, sunshine,
Lightning,
and lightning,
tornadoes. Look at Storm.
yes,
She was fucking a whole bunch of shit up.
yeah, she's overpowered, but at the same time, she has limitations. I think Phoenix was the only one that didn't have any real limitations because she had telepathy and fire.
That's fire, actually.
And she could read minds. She had a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah.
Time travel's fire stuff too. Like, what if you could run backwards? Like your
See, I would be an
speed, you could
evil
run
villain
backwards?
if I could do any type of time. If
Well,
I could change time, I would be evil as fuck.
Oh yeah, you have to have a good heart if you time travel.
Because I wouldn't.
You can mess up so many things.
I would so
Can't
much
be
would be
me.
so wrong.
much
Can't be
can
me.
change.
That's one thing I do not want to be able to do is go back in time.
Yeah, that's a big responsibility.
I'd be fucking up the whole time.
Yeah, me too.
Everything would be bad different. But
I got, oh, you cheat on me back? I'm gonna make sure your mom and your dad
why are
never
you so
met.
diabolical?
Like, she just went straight to, I got you.
Your
Hey,
mom
you
and dad's
cheat.
never gonna meet.
Every reason she needs, except for like the picking out a picture. Everything she's ever said has been.
Yo,
Yeah, I'll definitely
so this
be a
is my
villain.
villain arc.
It's
This is what I want to
villain
do.
vibes.
What happened to you? You good? You good?
I mean, think about it. Girl, did you wrong? You go back in time.
See, I'll just focus on the present because there's a lot of things I could do in the present.
Yeah, there's a lot of get backs you can get.
Yeah,
You can always jump to the future.
not even the future. Just from my personal thing, I could literally just deal with it right then and there because there's a lot that I could actually do to destroy that person's mental.
Yeah.
And I've thought about it because it's.
I don't know. You could do that, or you could just go back in time and switch a little thing.
But I don't want to go back in time because I'm going to switch way more. It's not going to be just little things.
True. It's gonna be a whole domino effect. And you're gonna go back into. You're gonna go forward and realize you were never born.
Oh yeah,
Like
yeah.
it'll be some weird type of domino effect. Like
It's too much. The butterfly effect is too much to go with that. It's like, yeah, don't let me go back in time because I'm going to be the richest person in the whole entire world off rip. I will have slaves.
No.
I'm not going to go into,
he said, "I'm
detail.
on time."
Yeah.
I'm not going to go into detail about who my slaves would be. But and they're all going to, well, they will all be everybody I don't like. If I walk by and say, I don't like that motherfucker, you're going to become a slave and you're going to be like, damn, what could I have changed in my life to make him not choose me as a slave? I don't even know his name. And his shirt too tight. Tell him, come on. Hey, his body's unproportional. I feel he needs to lose a lot more weight.
I feel like I'm not as evil as y'all because I'm just over here like little kid, just like I just want to lift cars and be able to go on vacation anywhere I want to. Like I have little simple things.
But she opened it up.
Yeah.
When Maya was talking about it, I'm like, yo, you right. There's a lot I can do. Somebody's existence could not exist or make them exist within another time period. Somebody
Or make them your slave.
go back in time.
The way she said that so smug. She said, "Oh my god."
But think about this. If I can go back in time, literally, I would, right when you're born, take you from your parents and take you back in the past and drop you off in the past at somebody else's house and they have to take care of you. You'll never grow up to see the future and they want to know what happened to their kid because they had a kid, but they meet them.
What time period would you take them back to?
I would go back literally, however old their parents are, I would go a year back.
Oh,
ain't no way.
So they'll be older than their parents
and make sure they're around their parents at all times. and not even know they're their parents.
That's dangerous.
crazy.
That's wild.
I wonder if that ever happened before.
That's why I said I don't need that power. Nobody needs that
You just came
power.
up with that right now?
Dude, I've been thinking about different things I could do the whole time that came up.
No, y'all wild. Y'all wild. I just want to be able to just go fly. You know, that's all I want to go do. Go see the
Jump and
world.
fly.
Yeah, just
See, but
do a whole magic.
that's why
carpet
originally
ride sort of thing.
teleportation was one of the powers I actually felt was actually good because I'm gonna go somewhere. I'm about to teleport there.
Yeah, I want to fly there. By the time I get there, my lashes, my hair is gonna be messed up.
Yeah, but you can get new ones wherever you're at.
With the birds, might get shit on. There's so many.
You know what? There
things
probably
that
are a
happen.
lot of downsides to flying.
Yeah, but if you could just
Yeah.
teleport,
Like flying's good for like short term. I'm about to fly to Beachwood Mall. Zoom, I'm there. But to say, hey, I'm about to go
or we
coastal.
wanna go on a
Yeah,
nice
go
night ride, just fly.
Yeah.
But teleport, you can just pop up.
to Paris. Just
look at the image of it, and then you're there.
I'll be
It's
done.
fire, actually.
Yeah.
Like the movie Jumper, which was a fire movie.
It's one of the best movies, actually.
It showed the superpower limitations, but also showed what it could actually do.
Yeah.
I'm mad that never got a sequel.
Yeah, that definitely got one.
Because it was the same thing, right? He got this, as long as he had a picture.
And then he just
Yeah.
kept jumping,
Mhm.
and then he just got out of control. Jumping.
I'm trying to think what else I would use though. Like
Now, if you want
regeneration, actually.
generation,
Keep you in good health all your life.
so
Practical.
and then the other superpower I was thinking was to be immortal, but be able to choose when you want to die.
Oh.
Because I don't want to be immortal and never die and see everybody that I love basically
So vampire.
dying. No,
You can walk
no,
into the sun anytime.
no, because I want to kick it during the daytime.
Yeah.
I want to be at the
I love
beach.
a good day party.
Exactly.
That's fair.
He said, I don't want to be a vampire. Then I'm going to have to rely on blood. No, I still want to be able to eat everything I want to eat without having to go.
You can't go in the sun. And you're always pale.
I'd be okay with that. Me
You have
personally.
to feed on people.
See, he has this thing where he's almost white, so he has a different mindset than everybody else.
Why we do this? Why we do this? I'm just saying. First off, everyone loves vampires.
I feel like I would be like a witch before I'll be a vampire or a werewolf.
No. I don't mean being one.
Oh.
Just like specifically, women love vampires. So like, I'll just be.
When on that teenage stage, you hear a lot of them. Oh my god,
They don't grow out of that.
Twilight.
They don't grow out of
Yeah,
that.
like,
They still like that shit.
some of them do. Some of them like this. Fuck that! I like the werewolf.
That's
We
cool.
can go and kick it. Come on.
Yeah, but until the full moon, and then you know, eat you up.
Yeah, you
Not necessarily. If they have control, they good.
Which version of werewolf
I feel
are
like
we
they
talking
never
about?
have
Yeah, they don't. That's the whole thing.
They always like.
They just go off.
Yeah.
Not necessarily. There's been one show where the werewolf had some control of what he was doing.
The only one I can think of is Underworld. And even then, that was because they were around other werewolves. If they saw anybody that wasn't a werewolf, they just kind of went to listen.
Now, all right, so I'm about to change the question up just a little bit. If you had the option to save the world from a meteorite, just say a meteorite hitting the Earth, what power would you choose?
Probably
A
like
single
fire.
power? Yeah, but how are you gonna hit the meteor before it gets there?
Oh yeah, I mean you would have to fly to it, and then like hit a target. Or if I had ice,
Yeah.
like an ice power,
There's gonna be a big ice ball of death.
maybe it's still gonna fall, right?
What if I can slow down time, like specific, what's for specific objects? Slow down the meteor until we pass it.
So you do know,
It still might come.
yeah.
Eventually, but that won't be our problem. We'll be dead by the next time.
So you don't give a fuck about the future.
Yeah, fuck that.
As long as you live your life, you good.
Listen, you can only do so much, bro. It'll be in like
Just
10
slow it down
generations
until I
later.
die,
Yeah.
and then just
Well, no, I'm saying just slow down the meteor itself. Like if you can, you ever seen the slowdown powers, but they can affect certain objects
just
and not
just individual objects.
yeah. And then the Earth just keeps going, and then it goes
But
back.
Earth's gonna come back around, and when it does, the motherfucker gonna be like this. So you thought I was gone, didn't you?
What do they usually do when the meteor comes? I don't think
They usually blow it up.
Yeah.
There's usually a team. I've never seen solo.
Solo meteor.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking like there's no single power.
The best power would be teleportation. For that particular, think about it.
Where you gonna go?
Right behind the Earth. It's coming this way. I teleport it right behind the Earth. We good.
If it's a problem,
It might burn you though if you're not invincible.
so you're gonna teleport onto the meteor. And
No, I'm teleporting the Earth for it to pass by.
Can you handle that? I feel like that's a self-sacrifice move. You ain't living.
I'm not about to sacrifice myself because if not, I'm going to another planet. Hey, bye, planet Earth.
What's Mars?
Hey, I'm gonna bring some trees. I'm just taking an island over there with a bunch of water.
Hey, I'll freestyle for you so you can start bringing shit.
Yeah, I'm definitely going with the ice. I feel like if I cool it down enough, it'll just burst into a million pieces.
And I'm gonna be the one with fire, lighting that motherfucker back up from behind. Burn, baby, burn.
Hey, I just because everything in my head is all team shit. Like it will take someone to get there.
Yeah, someone to help me get there so I can do this and you can do that. Yeah, for sure.
There's a lot of team sacrifices. I look, I'm sorry.
It depends. Do the writers like it?
I don't take nothing for the team, and I don't take I'm not sacrificing myself at all.
So
I'm an anti-villain. I do some good, but I'm really just here.
This ain't even good. You just trying to save yourself at this point.
Why do I gotta die? Because everybody else about to die.
Like I'll help, but
when I see the going get tough, hey, deuces, yo.
Hey, this was cool, but I'm a head on out.
Hey, yo, we tried. Hey, I hope I see y'all in the future.
Thanks for coming.
Yo, real cool. I hope y'all.
Yo, hey, y'all put some effort through. I can't. Man, that was wild. Hey, let's take a picture if I can remember y'all.
Not the selfie.
For the meteor hit.
Yeah, post-apocalyptic.
The meteor in the background.
I got one. How would you this is go against a character though. How would you go against Doomsday? Like what would you use for Doomsday? Yeah. Do you know what Doomsday is?
Kind of a no.
Evil Superman on cocaine.
Ultimate bad guy character.
Yeah.
Okay. What show was it from?
Superman.
Okay.
It was basically one of his arsenal.
He's the only person that basically almost killed Superman. Okay. And like really almost killed him.
Yeah.
Starting to bring memories back.
Beat that nigga's ass.
His head is like a meteorite.
Yeah. He looks like he looks like
wears like the dark gray costume.
Yeah. Got the eye beams that follow you.
Always like
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So what superpower would I use to kill him? Just one. Look, the ability to explode your heart. Because guess what? You ain't about to hit me because I ain't about to get hurt. The moment I feel that I'm in danger.
Would that work on Doomsday?
He got hurt.
Like he's been hit by a lot of shit.
He's been hit. Yeah, but nobody's had the ability to blow his heart up.
I don't know. I feel like Superman had weak powers though. I still don't see.
Nah, we're talking about Superman with like full power off planet.
Okay.
Still got his ass
laser beam.
He went full. Still got his ass whipped.
Damn.
Disrespectfully too. Nigga grabbed his. I just. All I think of is Incredible snow capes. Every time I see that scene, I'm like, that's why.
That's why you don't need them.
Yep.
That cape will get your ass whooped.
He grabbed him by his cape.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and beat the shit out of him. Like you had a tear because you knew that cape shouldn't have been there, not because he was getting his ass whooped.
Yeah. I think that's a decent one. I would just do illusion magic, make him think he's doing shit.
Oh. And
he just stands there.
Now, when he snap out of that illusion, he gonna be mad and looking only for you.
That's cool. I'll put him back. You can't stop it.
Remember, he doesn't age. So by the time you get to your old age,
hey, I lived the life though. That's a win-win,
dude.
No.
No.
So he's just like immortal too.
Yeah. But why would you want that? Because you get to your old age, he gonna torture you to death.
Plus, we can find some way to kill him while he's standing there.
They didn't try everything. They still never killed him.
That's true. I don't think they ever.
So it's, what are you gonna do? This is a cosmic being. Like, come on. This motherfucker's almost practically invincible, but he can lose a fight. That's it. What are you really gonna do?
Just keep beating him up. But
I'm gonna get tired of that shit. I'm going to another world. Catch y'all later.
yeah, definitely.
What about you? How would you defeat?
How would I defeat him?
Yeah.
That's a good question. If he's undefeated, what are his weaknesses?
He really don't have any.
You either gotta be.
He's a broken character.
You have to be his level or better, basically.
But what is his powers again?
Strength, speed, flight.
Yeah.
He has laser beams, but they will follow you.
Yeah, and then he also has
Yeah. He'll just stand there and shoot him.
he has minor telekinesis.
Yeah, mild telekinesis,
Oh,
slight anti-magic.
so he has everything.
Yeah, he's
Not-
he's an overpowered character. Like,
Yeah.
he's just unrealistically like, come on, if he was a good guy, there wouldn't be bad guys.
Yeah. You know what? You can't beat him, join him.
See? She been consistent this whole. You've been Supergirl because she joined them one time.
Oh, she did?
I don't think it was willingly. I think he.
Yeah, she had to.
But you would definitely.
He'd be like, so everybody gonna die, but I get to live with you? What we gotta do?
Say less.
Who's scoring my bad shit on this concrete
But
right
that's
now?
why the woman always lives the longest, because she's always outsmarts the situation. Like, fuck it, I'm gonna go with it for now. But
What you gonna
I
do
got
though?
a plan up here.
What kind of plan? What you would?
Stay alive as long as you
I have to
can.
get to know him and learn his weakness, and then use it against him.
You know, his pride. That's really.
Yeah, his
His
pride is
only
his only
weakness.
weakness.
Pride?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, so I would probably embarrass him in front of superheroes.
Nah,
And he would be vengeful.
No,
No,
because
no, not that
he gonna be like, yo, ass.
yeah, you go.
Yeah, she got me fucked up. She gonna do this to me in front of my enemies?
Dang, he don't burn or nothing.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to join that team. I gotta learn from the best at this point.
Telekinesis rarely works on him. Like you can keep him at bay for a little bit, but he'll snap out of it eventually.
So I
Yeah.
would have to have him teach me everything, so I could at least learn to use his powers against him.
But his powers are literally like kind of like just his powers
Yeah,
because he was born a superior being. So like he was born with a set of powers that was just like, yo, you're basically a cosmic entity. So what up?
I think there's only one of them too.
Yeah,
And that
just him.
sucks.
that's what I said. That's why Superman, like, it shows how strong he really is, but it also shows that he can't keep up with that type of shit.
Yeah. He's only but so strong.
So I think we talked enough about this topic. We're gonna take another short intermission, and we'll be right back with our last topic. Hey, tell us what y'all think, and catch y'all shortly. So for me, it was like, yo, I don't even have to worry about none of this. It was like I'm using this for something else. So don't get me wrong, I was using it for some of the right stuff, but I did so much splurging. It was like it was pointless.
Yeah. And that's why, like, the people that I have met that are of our complexion and they grew up with that parent that was maybe like the first or second generation to get in wealth, right?
Uh-huh.
And then just how they perceive life and what they worry about. With them, it seems like they more worry about executing things versus how to get things to execute. Like we as a generation, when we're coming up from the bottom, we're like, we gotta have the money, we gotta have this, we gotta have that, we gotta have this, and this. Like, we think so much into just getting started. With them, they can just get started because their parents or their parents already did it.
Yeah.
So they're really just chilling. Like, they're really just establishing themselves without the extra stress.
Yeah. Because they already have security. That's not
Yeah.
with your
Even
prior
if
generation.
They don't have the money, they have the knowledge.
Yeah, and they sit on it. So it's like, oh, we have it. So when we're ready to do what we got to do, we got it.
Yeah, we got it. It's there.
But with us, unfortunately, it's, yo, say Wayne get rich and he decides, hey, let's start a business. He talks to you about a business, starts a business. Y'all make a business together. But now the business is, he didn't quadrupled what he's made in 1 year with your help.
Yep.
I'm a person that's just watching from the outside in, and I go, hey, can y'all teach me how to do that? Unfortunately, you'll give the bare minimum to basically give. Our culture tends to do that a lot.
Yep. We
It's
don't like to teach people. We like to try
Yeah.
to keep it.
Gatekeep for sure.
Yeah.
And so you're gonna give me the bare minimum. Yo, we've been cool forever. I just wasn't interested in what you were doing, but now I'm seeing a different side of things. So give me a little insight.
I feel like that's another thing too. People take it personally, like when they're working their way up and they feel like no one supported them. They kind of have that mindset where I'm not. That's the people that I know that act like that.
Yeah.
That's mostly why they act like that. They're like, I'm not going to share the information because it took me forever to,
Yeah, but still,
it.
because they're the same people. Usually, they're the same people that want to talk about the community,
Yeah.
but then don't want to
Yeah,
do what needs to be done to help the community.
Start somewhere.
Because like one of my biggest things is if I would have when I had originally started doing rap and stuff, if I would have got big doing rap, I'm not going back to the hood. I'll help my community. I'll help out and try to do little things to help get more money into the neighborhood. But I'm not about to go back down there and live there.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. I never understood why they do that.
Yeah. I mean, some people don't want to grow. Like some people just don't want to grow. Like they're okay with what it is.
But you make so many enemies because people become envious.
Yeah.
Of what you have. Yeah. Because no one has nothing.
Yeah, instead of going to where people have similar shit. But then again, also, if I feel like that's part of the fear is them losing their community because not everyone's going to go with you, even if you try to put people on.
But the thing is, so the way I look at it now, with everything I've learned, all my experiences I've been through, I'm not looking to see who's able to come with me. I'm just looking to see the ones who want to come with me, who wants to grow. The other people, you can't make anybody do nothing. So at the end of the day, it's like, okay, if I say, and unfortunately, it's with a lot of our people, anybody of color, it's if I say, hey, yo, I have this way I found out. I've tried it 7 times and I've made 7 different people multimillionaires, and I know for a fact this works. You say, so are y'all coming with me? And they're like, well, how do you know if it really works? You're gonna have a couple people that say that, no, I'm cool because it may not work and I don't want to lose. But you say, yo, I guarantee this is 100% guarantee. I'm cool. I'm cool. You have people literally like that, and then you have the ones that go, man, you know what? I'm gonna try it because if it's 100%, 7 out of 7, hey, those are great odds.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try it out, and then you have the ones that they want to, but they're so worried about what the people with the negative mindset has to say about them.
That's the thing. People worry about the wrong people.
Oh my gosh.
All the time.
All the conversations I have with people that have like the greatest potential and they're like stopping their potential, it's always about like, I know what I have to do, but for them or this and that and this. And you're just like, the hard part is getting with self.
Yeah.
The hard part is figuring out what you want to do, what you're passionate about, and how to execute the plan. When you invite all the extra noise into it, that's when it gets tricky. Like me personally, okay, so when I was getting into photography, it was like an idea of me growing up. I always wanted to do photography. I grew up on Tyra Banks, so all that was like my influence. So I had a family member, and it was a very close family member, that had made a comment a week before or a day before I opened up, the weekend before I opened up my first photography studio. And they were like, you need to get up and do something with yourself. Like you got a camera there, it just sits there, you don't use it. Mind you, at this time, I'm opening up my photography studio. I kept everything on the hush, didn't really want to say too much because I just was like, I wanted to go through perfectly.
Yeah.
Didn't show up to my grand opening. Well, showed up to help and talk shit. Was negative through the whole. Yeah, so I had a close family member that just, made comments. Didn't really do nothing with themselves at the time, but just made those certain comments. So, same week, I'm opening my photography studio. I'm shooting. I'm literally in the process of doing everything, and pretty much somebody projecting their feelings towards themselves on me. So it just made me realize early on, like, cut the noise off. Who cares? Who thinks what? Who has an opinion about? If they're not there, you can't listen to their advice. if they didn't do it themselves and say, hey, this is what worked for me and this is what didn't work for me, you can't really like, but you can listen to them because I feel like you can learn from everyone, but you can only you take things with a grain of salt. Yeah. It's like if I want to be a billionaire, I'm not going to go ask the homeless guy how to get there.
Yeah. If I ask the homeless guy anything, it's going to be what got you to where you're at now.
So I'm not in that position.
Exactly.
Yeah. And learn from him, his experience.
Because like one of the things, like when I teach anybody how to cook, I'm like, yo, I'm really about to teach you how to really, really cook. Mm-hmm. Like no bullshit. I'm not about to give you just enough for you can only grow to a certain level. I'm going to teach you how to basically be in my position if you decide to ever pursue it to that extent. Mm-hmm. I want you to be able to be able to consider yourself a chef. So when I basically when I like at my restaurant for 10 years, I'm teaching people how to really do everything. Mm-hmm. Not just like, yes, your job is to cook, but I want you to learn this on the same time because I want you to be able to go anywhere and be able to ask for what you want, not let them tell you what you're going to get paid. And I'm so disappointed in so many people because I've trained over probably like 60, maybe 70 people. And it's like, yo, y'all all took it as a grain of salt and was like, oh, well, you can't teach me nothing. I'm teaching you how to, you're working for me and I'm teaching you while you're working for me. That's the only reason why you know how to do what you're able to do. So what aren't you understanding?
Yeah. Some people are better off as just workers and not bosses.
Yeah.
Like a boss would have been like, oh, he's teaching me how to do the ins and outs of everything. I don't work for him no more. You know what? Let me take what he learned, what he taught me, and do this with it, and put me up a peg.
Yeah.
You know, and then there's people that's just like, I'm just here for a paycheck. I don't think too much into everything, into my future. Yeah. I'm just looking for today. Like we were talking earlier, there's some people that just live for today. They don't think past tomorrow.
For me, even when I was on that other BS back then, even then it was like, yo, I want to open up because I've always cooked. Mm-hmm. I've been cooking since I was 9. I've been catering since I was 12. So for me, it's like I always had the mindset of doing other stuff, mm-hmm. but it was just like I just needed to see it, I had to actually catch up to my actual vision. At the time, I felt I wasn't there yet. I just knew that I was doing this because I know how. And then it was like, yo, this is actually something I enjoy. Mm-hmm. So it's more than a know-how. It's becoming more of a passion. And then it was like, yo, I should open up a restaurant. Yo, I should do this. I should do that. And like you said, I have people that was like, yo, that's a great idea. Yo, you can cook your ass off. But then I had people, man, you know that's the hardest thing in the world to do. You won't even make it a year. You might as well just not even waste your time. And then 10 and a half years later, when I decided to close, they're like, yo, you really... I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, I could have kept going if I wanted to.
But a decade is a long stretch.
And I was planning on booking years before that. But I was like, I'm actually good at this. Mm-hmm. Let me just keep pursuing it. And it just worked out as it is now. And now it's to the point where when I actually put my name on events, unfortunately, Cleveland has this weird thing where they don't actually... They'll support you as long as they don't feel that you're above.
Yeah. When I do my events, I throw every person involved's logo on the flyer.
See, that's dope.
Or they get their own flyer depending on the budget, or they get their own flyer. And they can promote it, but their logo is still on the main flyer. Yeah. Like my whole thing when I do events is for that specific reason. Because when I was starting off doing like anything, a lot of people get kept stuff. Yeah. So that was like frustrating. So when I started doing events, it was a lot of pop-up shops, a lot of like spaces where business people can come together in one unity and have these conversations, whether it was like mixers and stuff like that. And then eventually I spilled into the club scene and then was in there for a little minute. But I still did like my one-offs, my pop-up shops, my business events, my just merging different creative minds together. Because when I'm networking, there's so many people that have the same goal, the same mindset, the same dream, the same idea. And they don't even know that there's somebody on the other side of the city with the same idea.
Yeah.
And really all they have to do is just come together in the same space and have that same, conversation. And it will work. But people don't know because they're not willing to like really network in the city and like force themselves out of their comfort zones. They're just like, I'm cool where I'm at,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
I don't want to get to know new people because of this experience
That's
that I've had.
that's another
that
thing.
didn't
People
work
don't
out.
like. People don't like new people.
Yeah.
I've learned that the hard way. People really don't like new people.
Well,
Especially in this city.
in the
Yeah.
city, yes.
Yeah.
Because like when I was in Atlanta, we had opened up a Swerve down there in Atlanta, and when I say it was just like, yo, these people really, they may not like me, but because we make money together, they're about to act like I'm their best fucking friend, and they're gonna bust their ass just like I'm busting my ass.
That shit really don't happen up here.
Yeah, up here it doesn't.
It's like they hate money. I never understood it. Or they hate the idea of making money with someone else.
That they have to get up, go to work, go home. They have like, I feel like majority of Clevelanders really don't have. They're so much. They're worried more so about clout and looking like they have it versus actually doing the hard work to get it. Yeah. And that's really just the disconnect. Like I've known so many people that I feel like you would think looking on social media platforms they got it all figured out. Yep. They got all the name brands things, all their outfits be on point. Like me, when I be in my hustle mode, I will run it up and I have my nails done, my hair done. I be looking fugly out here, looking homeless with some sweats and a big t-shirt on. I don't care. I'm out here running it up. And then you get like, I be meeting the prettiest guy. I'm like, I know she networking something. And don't have a dollar to her name. Nope. She's because they're hoping this guy gives her this.
That is something actually I've noticed. The people that really be doing shit be dressing the most low key. Yeah. The most low key. Like they might have nice haircuts.
Like you fit check them $300, $1,500, $200. But again, that goes back to what we were saying. Like they're not taught management of anything.
Yeah.
So to them, success is what they wear versus the hard blessed.
Social media don't help with that either.
It does.
That's become more.
Social media is nothing but people living a perceived life. They make you basically perceive something that's like, yo, hey, this person got this, and this. But then when you really see them in real life, and like, cause I've met a couple people I'm like in LA, I was like, yo, why is it like 10 of y'all living in this 3-bedroom house? But yo,
but I mean,
this is wild.
It is LA though.
But I thought y'all was like, y'all all look like millionaires.
Yeah, because y'all in a nice house, and so I was dating someone who, like, went out to see them. You would think they live a lavish lifestyle. They like hyped up who they were and stuff like that. Me, I don't care. I'm not. Yeah. It doesn't impress me by what you have. That's cool. Show me how to get it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm really I'm hard to impress. Like you have to be a solid individual. But I noticed they were like very flashy and how they boasted about what they have, what they spend, what they do, what they Yeah. And then when it came down to it, it was like, oh, you don't. Yeah. You're a college student, you're figuring it out, you're human. That's cool. Like, but it was like a very, I had this, I had that, we do this, and
I always kind of figured that was a red flag because anybody I've met that is doing stuff, they'll talk about it, but it'll be in a casual way. They're not going out of their way and boasting. Does that make sense?
Definitely like a bragging. And then to me, I was kind of like, but I seen the proof, the person did attain like things that to the material eye, be like, okay, he got it going on. And then like, turns out like, daddy got it going on. You know what I'm saying?
You just acting like you got it.
Going on. You acting like it's yours and you really just figuring it out and you're learning. And that's okay. You human, you learning as you know.
Just be honest about it.
But to see the dynamic of it, and then I've been around people that actually have it. They just thinking about how to keep it, attain it, keep it going. Yeah. They not worried about looking like they have it. Because they have it.
Yeah.
Now it's okay, how I got this business over here, I gotta go check on this person, I gotta go fly over here, I got business to handle in this state, and they moving and they always worried about the next step versus like
they don't care how they look.
Yeah. Because I had so in Atlanta I had some customers that came regularly. I figured just by the way they carried themselves, I said they remind me of some of the people that I went that was in Beachwood, so I can tell they have money. How much or where they were at in life, I didn't know, but you could tell they legit had money. So they were coming to the restaurant regularly, and I'm like, they wanted to get to know everybody. And then he was like, him and his wife was like, hey, so your food's phenomenal. I was wondering, would you mind catering our anniversary. So in my head, I'm like, okay. I'm like, sure. I said, well, how many people you need this for? Yada, yada. Got all the information and gave them the quote. They was like, okay, so if we wanted you to double that, what would you charge us? I was like, double it? I said, yeah, double it. I think it's going to be, we're probably going to have 400 guests, not 200. I said, oh, okay, where are you guys doing this at? Oh, our house. I said, your house? Okay, so where am I going to be set up at? Oh, by the pool. I said, by the pool.
In a house that fits 400
So you
people?
said 400 people?
Yeah.
They said, yeah, we got a bunch of chairs and tents all over the place. I said, your house?
Plural tents.
I said, your house? I literally said, your house? They said, yeah. I was like, oh, yeah, I'll definitely cater this event. Because in my head, I'm like, 400 people. I just need 2 other people to help me with certain stuff, and I'll take care of all the meats myself. I got this. Didn't see the place the whole time until the day of when I'm pulling up there. And I'm like, okay, I'm at some gate, y'all. I'm like, how do I get in? Oh, yeah, give us 1 second. We got to walk to the council to buzz you in. So I drive up and I'm like this, yo. I get past all the little trees and bushes that got covering up everything. I see tents. I see multiple cars tucked off to the side. And I'm like this. I see a golf cart where they're actually pulling people from the street.
Driveway.
Yeah, and I'm like,
it's the golf cart.
That's my favorite client.
Yeah.
I was like this.
I got you. Whatever you need. Yeah.
Literally, I was like this. Oh, I gotta get to this level. I don't need the big house like they had, but I gotta get to this level.
Yeah, well, you can if you want to.
Yeah, and when I say he even told his guests, y'all are gonna tip him because the food is gonna be phenomenal. So I'm sitting there and they're tipping me. So I think I made $4,200 off the event food wise because it was just straight appetizers, nothing else.
No.
So I think appetizers maybe cost me maybe $500 for all the little things I put together, and then I paid 2 people, so $200 a piece. So let's just say $1,000. Everything else was all profit. They tipped me $2,500. The tips I made was about $1,000 from the guests, and I'm like,
hell yeah.
Hey, anytime you got an event, I swear to you, you get discounts.
Yeah, your sister getting married.
So
plus they're friends.
Yeah. So when I had to move from Atlanta, I did not want to move just because of that aspect alone.
I bet you did. With clients like that.
And so,
I'm surprised you came back. For real.
Well, there was other reasons why I came back. It was kind of like I was forced. It was forced upon me.
Okay.
But when I'm like just down there, and mind you, when I met celebrities, I'm sorry, I got this thing where you're a celebrity, so the fuck what? You're still a human being. Sure. Hey, if you're cool peoples, you cool peoples. Then I'm gonna rock with you.
If you're not, I'm cool.
And a lot of the celebrities, like I've ran across Busta Rhymes, Young Jock, Young Dro, T.I.,
especially in Atlanta.
Yeah, Ludacris. We smoked a cigar together at the cigar lounge or whatever. Sinbad, and I'm like, they were legit cool as fuck. I said, yo, they so cool it don't make no sense. I said they don't have that mentality that we're used to seeing other people have.
They don't think they're higher than anyone.
Yeah, they were just cool. I'm like, yo, y'all cool as fuck. Granted, I was talking shit to Busta Rhymes. I'm sorry, I'm a shit talker.
He seemed like the type of person you could crack a couple jokes with, though. Like, he just seemed like he's cool. He'll just laugh everything
off. Conversation, I don't know how the conversation started, but we was at some spot downtown. He was like, yo, can you cook? Because I was like, yo, we introduced ourselves on, yo, we just opened up a restaurant down here, yada, yada, yada. And he said, yo, is the food good? I'm like this. I said, man, it's going to be the best food you ever had. He said, no, like, it's the food fire. Like, you know, like, I'm used to, like, good food, not no, like, bullshit food. I said, yo, best food you ever going to have in your life. Mind you, I'm lit at the time, too. I'm like, this nigga know who he talking to? That's the first thing that went through my head. I was like, man, I took my wallet out, smacked it on the bar. I said, look, you can have my wallet, everything in this motherfucker. You don't need it, but this just to let you know right now how serious I am about my fucking food. I said, I'll cook anybody you send my way. I'm better than everybody. I'm the fucking truth. And he like this. And you saying this, son, but you serious? What you like? I said, yo, look, bruh. I said, look. I'm like, Bus, I'm telling you off rip. Can't nobody top me. I'm better than everybody. I said, my own co-exec knows I'm speaking nothing but facts. And he's sitting like this. Yo, so you telling me if I come to your spot, the food gonna be fire? I said, man, stop saying that, bro. I already told you what it was. They look at me like my the owner of the restaurant at the time was like, yo, you talking mess? I said, man, stick it know what the fuck it is. He said, my food that good. I don't give a fuck. I don't care what nobody's talking about right now. I can outcook anybody. Hey, whatever chef he picks, I'm about to put him under the table. And he's looking at me like, yo, hey, yo, you talking mad shit, B. I'm like this. I'm talking all the shit, bro, because I want all the smoke with whoever. I said, I'm telling you I'm the best. There's a reason why I'm telling you I'm the best. And he's like this. How old are you? I'm like this. Man, I'm 26 right now, bro. You can't tell me shit. And he's like, yo, you know you kind of young and you talking records. I said, because I know what the fuck it is. I'm like this, look, I'm blessed. These hands are blessed. And that's just what it's going to be.
Period.
When I say he looked at me, was like, yo, let me get your contact information. So I had to talk to his cousin or whatever. He took all my information. I said, yo, hey, don't just get my contact and not use it. Oh, he used it. But I was just like, just needed some food one day. I was like, yeah. I'm like this. I'm like, did I lie? He was like this. So I rest my case, bro.
Yeah, I don't have the first thing I wanted to do was be a Marine. So after I did that, I had no idea. After I got out, I didn't realize what I wanted to do until about 3 years ago. So I don't have, it's all new to me still. You know what I mean?
I've been hustling and bustling. I'm still hustling. I'm still learning new things I like to do. Revamping old things I started, figuring it out. Like my entrepreneurship story, it just is never ending. I'm always getting into something different.
That's a
how
good
it should
thing.
be, though.
Yeah, because honestly, but once you become stagnant and you become complacent,
Oh yeah,
it's like those are the two worst things to catch on to. And unfortunately, I know a lot of people that could have achieved a lot more, but they were so focused on just one thing.
Yeah, like I'd rather try to achieve something, and then it's like if it does great, cool. If it doesn't, oh well. Like next,
no sweat
like,
off my back.
I don't get discouraged when it doesn't go well. It's just like, all right, what's next? Then? You know, like what else can I get into?
Yeah. Oh, it's worked out for you.
You know it rains every time you stop coughing, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Every time.
As soon as I
really want to rain.
Yeah. Yeah. You want to end this one out?
Yeah.